Hey, what is going on, everybody out there? This is Jakejames Lugo, senior editor here at thekoalition.com, and I'm back again with another unboxing slash unpacking slash opening video, I guess you could say, for the Final Fantasy trading card game. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video, I actually went through all three box sets that are starter decks. I'm probably going to be up in the camera's face right now. These three starter decks here for the Final Fantasy trading card game. If you haven't seen that video yet, I highly encourage you guys to do so. I went through all three of those, but I had to break up the video because I know that was going a little bit long looking at all the different, cards that were included in those three starter decks. So I figured, you know what, that video will be for the starter decks, and this video here will be for unboxing, or at least unpacking, the booster packs that we got. And now, I have to say also, like I mentioned in the previous video, these were all sent to me by Square Enix. Okay, so big shout outs to them that they allowed me to kind of unbox or unpack all these different cards for you. Again, showcasing some of the different aspects and different types of artwork and stuff for the Final Fantasy trading card game. What we have here is three editions, or three kind of, groupings of the booster packs. We got Opus 1, which features Final Fantasy XIII's Lightning on the actual booster pack. We have Opus 2, which is Final Fantasy VIII's Squall Leonhardt on the booster pack itself. Again, they have the little listings there for Opus 2 on the side. I don't know if you guys can really see that. And then finally, the newest one, which is the one I have the most of right here, is Opus 3, which features Final Fantasy VII's Sephiroth on the booster pack there. They each of the actual sets has their own number of cards and own number of premium cards and rarities and different stuff that differentiate the different opuses between each other. But we're going to go through all three of these sets here in these booster packs. These two are the easiest ones to get through. They're so little. And then we're going to get to the big one here, which is the newest edition, the newest set that we got. So let's get right into this. Let's start off with the first booster pack here. Now, I promise this video will be a lot more quicker. It'll take a lot less time than what the last video I did previously. One thing you also have to note is that they actually have a little tear thing right here for the card booster packs, which is pretty cool. So, kind of ripping up Lightning. If you didn't like Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII, you're probably going to get a kick out of that. Let's actually open this bad boy up. Let me go through all three of these three booster packs. Now, this is the first set. This is Opus 1, so it has the original set that for the trading card game. So I can already see the shiny. You can already see that shiny. You can already see it. But here we go. We got a Red Mage. We got Alma from Final Fantasy Tactics, which is pretty dope. We got a Tifa. Finally, we got an original Tifa. Separate from what we had in the previous starter deck for Final Fantasy VII. But this is an original Tifa. I'm guessing it's a lower level version of Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. We got Cait Sith, my boy, Cait Sith. Look at him. He's screaming up there, and he's like, yo, son, you're right now holding the best card in your hand. That's what he's screaming through his actual, speakerphone there. An Evoker, another Evoker that we've had. We got a Red Mage. We got a Bard. And then finally, we got a Dark Knight from Final Fantasy III. Now, I'm guessing that even though, again, it has the number 4 in it, so I'm guessing it's kind of a little bit better than the standard unit that what we have over here. But the cool thing about this is that it's holographic. As you guys could see here, you can see all the cool colors of which it actually provides, which is awesome. And then we got my boy Auron from Final Fantasy X. There we go. Now this completely makes the booster pack awesome. We got an Auron in Final Fantasy X. Look at that. That looks pretty freaking cool. Okay, then we got Duke from Final Fantasy Tactics. Look at Duke there, looking all wise and stuff. We got Nora from Final Fantasy XIII. This is the first Final Fantasy XIII card I've seen in all the starter decks, or all the cards of the sets that we've unboxed so far. And then we got Garland from Dissidia Final Fantasy. This is the first Dissidia from Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy. Because, again, this is the artwork for it. But it has DFF-1, so I'm guessing Dissidia Final Fantasy, and then if it was a different character from a different game, it'll have like 1 through 12 or 1 through 13. But that's pretty cool. Garland looks badass. I love this artwork of Garland from Dissidia Final Fantasy. It looks pretty freaking cool. But that's the first booster pack of Opus 1. So let's go to the second booster pack. It's time to rip up another Lightning there. Ripping up Lightning. I'm sorry, Final Fantasy XIII fans. I just can't dig it. I dig the music, but I don't dig Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII. But here we go. We're already starting off strong with Cid Highwind. We got Cid Highwind, ladies and gentlemen, from Final Fantasy VII. And Shiva from Final Fantasy Tactics. This is a cool Shiva. Even though it's not blue, it's not icy blue, kind of like what we're used to seeing from previous games of Final Fantasy, but a cool Shiva nonetheless. We got a Golem from Final Fantasy Tactics. We got a Viking, a standard unit. We got another epic Chocobo. Look at that Chocobo. He's ready to kick some ass with that Chocobo. He's coming right for you. Look at that. Look at that. That artwork just screams that it's coming right for you. We got a Knight We got, oh, and I got to see the shiny. We got a Ranger. We got Noelle from Final Fantasy 13 2. Now, it says Final Fantasy 13 on here, but it's really Final Fantasy 13 2. I'm guessing they're putting all the trilogy of Final Fantasy 13 under one umbrella, which makes sense. I get it. I would assume the same thing if we ran into like a Sarah or a Lightning from the respective games, either Final Fantasy 13 2 or Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. So it makes more sense to just put it under the same umbrella rather than get like a huge amount of text right there. But this is Noelle. It's a holographic Noelle. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty damn cool. We got Yogg from Final Fantasy 13 as well. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. And then, oh, look at this. Terra from Dissidia Final Fantasy. This looks like Dissidia Duodecim Terra. This is a cool Terra. I dig this. I really, really dig this artwork. I really dig this screenshot of Terra. Looks really freaking cool, to be honest with you guys. We got a Self from Final Fantasy Tactics, and then Cloud of Darkness. Now we're starting to see more Dissidia Final Fantasy characters, or Dissidia versions of characters. But Cloud of Darkness, the very provocative, very voluptuous Cloud of Darkness there. Look at that artwork. You guys, you know you love that artwork. It's phenomenal, yes. Pretty strong booster pack there. Okay, so that's the second one. And then finally, the third and final Opus pack, okay, from Opus 1. Let's unpack this bad boy. And we got a Black Mage. Nobody, well, I actually like Black Mages. I can't really talk smack about it. But there we go. We got a Summoner. We got a Geomancer. Again, all this stuff from Final Fantasy 3 and Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh, we got two different Geomancers. We got a Geomancer from 3. We got a Geomancer from Tactics. So two different versions of the same class from different games. That's pretty cool. We got a Mystic from Tactics. And look, Tama from World of Final Fantasy. I did not think they were going to have World of Final Fantasy characters in here. That's pretty cool. That is very, very interesting. So I wonder if we could get some of the other characters from World of Final Fantasy, or if we could get other types of characters from other Square Enix related games, or if it's just strictly Final Fantasy. But here we go, and I can already see the shiny. We got a Knight, and check it out, an epic looking Kate Sith. Check it out. I don't know why his back is turned, why they had to get a photo of him back turned, but this is cool that he's holographic. So holographic Kate Sith is pretty cool. I just wish he was looking forward and actually up in your face. So we got Godot for Final Fantasy 13. Interesting artwork. Ramza, there we go. Ramza from Tactics. Very, very cool. And then we got another version of Sid. We got an alternate version of Sid. What is with the back pictures? All I'm saying is, have them facing forward. I want to see their faces. I want to see their PlayStation 1 polygonal faces. This is all I'm saying, guys. And then we got Final Fantasy XII's Vaughn, but a Dissidia Final Fantasy version of him. So Dissidia Duodecim, more likely. Or you could say Dissidia NT right now, because that's the newest game. But it's really, this artwork is from Dissidia Duodecim. But it's Vaughn from Final Fantasy XII. Pretty cool. Interesting starter packs there. So that's Opus 1. Now we're going to go to my boy, Squall Leonhardt from Opus 2. That's right, we're going to the good booster packs now. The phenomenal booster packs. We're moving away from that Final Fantasy 13 nonsense. We're going to the good stuff. Hopefully I don't upset a lot of Final Fantasy 13 fans. Please bear with me, I only kid. I kid because I care. And already we're starting off strong. Look at this. We got Cypher from Final Fantasy VIII, and we got the artwork of Cypher for Final Fantasy VIII, so it's an original look at him. We got a Machinus from Final Fantasy XIV. Interesting. I'm pretty sure there'll be other versions from some of the other Final Fantasy games of that, like Tactics or something. White Mage from Final Fantasy XIV. I could already see the shiny. You see the shiny. You know there's a shiny in there. We got a Rosa from Final Fantasy IV. Look at that. And it's the sprite version of it. It's like the chibi sprite version, like when you're actually in battle. That's interesting that they have like different versions of the characters like that. That's pretty cool. So nothing's off limits. That's pretty cool. We got a Black Mage. We got a Dragoon, which we had from one of the other starter decks, but we got a third one, I guess, or a fourth one. We got Ephemeral Vision, which is from Dissidia Final Fantasy. Oh, I get it. Okay, so this is like the different kind of like clone characters, or like the mannequins that you fight in Dissidia Duodecim. That's pretty cool, or Dissidia Final Fantasy technically in general, but really Duodecim is when they really kind of like hone in the point, like these are like clones and like carbon copies or mannequins of the characters, but that's very, very cool. So Ephemeral Vision it's called, and it's of Titus there if you can make it out. And then Cognasso, whoa, look at this. The Archfiend Cognasso from Final Fantasy IV, one of the Battle of the Four Fiends. This is very, very cool. Very freaking cool. And it's a dope art. I know it's a little bit dark. You can't hardly make his face out with the light, but it is holographic. It is very, very cool looking. I wish the camera was a little bit better so you could see it. We got Pain from Final Fantasy X-2. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Final Fantasy X too, but you do have to admit, it's got some cool music. Granted, it's J-poppy, it looks like Charlie's Angels of the Final Fantasy universe. I feel like somebody at Square Enix watched Charlie's Angels at one point. But you gotta admit, there's some cool stuff about that game anyway. We got another Vincent Valentine, and we got a more epic Vincent. This looks, okay, so to me, I can't tell whether this is like not a Crisis Core, was it an Advent Children Vincent, or if this is from Dirge of Cerberus, the screenshot. To me, this looks like a screenshot from one of the cutscenes of Dirge of Cerberus, but I could be wrong, because it's only listed as Final Fantasy VII, but it's cool to have another Vincent. And another cipher, look, we got dual ciphers. We got artwork, kind of like, you know, portrait cipher, and then we got epic CG cutscene PlayStation 1 graphics cipher. But again, his back is turned. What's with these backs turned? Come on, look at me. And then finally, we got another edition of Tifa, but from Dissidia Final Fantasy. Again, like I was mentioning before, all the Dissidia characters have DFF, but then they have their respective game number on there. But that's really cool that we got a new Tifa. So we got about a couple different versions of Tifa right now. So let's go to the next booster pack. Hopefully this one gives us a really good one. I want a Squall Leonhardt. Just give me a Squall and I'm really, really good. Okay, that's you will never hear me complain. So we got another mannequin, the Imitation Liegeman, or Liegeman. So this is of Firion from Final Fantasy II, but it's a mannequin version of him from Dissidia Final Fantasy. Astrologian from Final Fantasy XIV, again, crazy classes. A ninja from Final Fantasy Tactics, okay, that's pretty cool, that's pretty awesome. We got a ranger, that's pretty cool. We got Carbuncle. Check it out, it's Carbuncle from Final Fantasy Tactics. Now, this is not your cute Carbuncle that we were getting from Final Fantasy 15. This is not that Carbuncle. This is like, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna sit on you, Carbuncle from Final Fantasy Tactics, the mean version of Carbuncle. Capricious Thief, which is a mannequin version of Zidane, or Zidane from Dissidia Final Fantasy, or Dissidia Duodecim. We got a Viking, and we got Larsa from Final Fantasy 12. There we go, that's actually pretty cool. This is a cool holographic. This is a dope holofoil card. Actually looks pretty cool. Okay, gotta give him some love, I dig it. And then we got Balthier, or Balthier, again, I can't pronounce it, but from Final Fantasy 12. He looks cool, that's actually a cool picture with him. It looks like it's something pulled from one of the trailers, to be honest with you. Vanille from Final Fantasy 13. This is original Final Fantasy 13 Vanille. This is like pulled from one of the cutscenes straight. That again, it's a close up of her face. And then Gramis from Final Fantasy 12. Gramis from Final Fantasy 12. That's pretty cool. And then who is this? Arc from 3. Oh, this is from the remake of Final Fantasy 3, because if you guys remember, Final Fantasy 3 got remade for the Nintendo DS and it had better cutscenes, even though it had like a CG chibi-like sprite, kind of like what they did with Final Fantasy 4 afterwards. But this is the one for Final Fantasy 3. That's pretty cool. So let's go to the next booster pack. Please, we want a Squall, people. We just want one Squall. That's all I want. That's all I want, son. Like, just give me a Squall. If you give me a Squall Leonhardt, I'll never complain. I'll never complain, period. I'll say this is the greatest trading card game ever. It's amazing. I'm good. So we got Kyros from Final Fantasy VIII. We're getting some more 8 characters, finally. We got a ninja. Well, this is a ninja from Final Fantasy XIV. This actually looks really cool. He looks like freaking Ryu Hayabusa from Dead or Alive, you know, from that series, but he looks pretty dope. I dig it. We got another Ifrit from Final Fantasy VIII. That's pretty cool. We got a Knight from Final Fantasy XIV. That's a badass looking Knight, not gonna lie. That's pretty awesome. Fleeting Flash, which is the mannequin version of Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII, but in the city of Duodecim. Sid, check out this Sid from Final Fantasy IV. We got Chibi Sid from Final Fantasy IV. That's what I'm talking about. This is the crazy versions of Sid. And oh, I already see the holofoil. We got a Dark Knight from 14. And we got Bosch from 12. This is a cool looking card. Not gonna lie, this is a dope looking card for holofoil. For Bosch, I dig it. I really dig it. We got Malice the Corrupt from Final Fantasy XII. Or Mattias from the Corrupt from Final Fantasy XII. That's pretty cool too. Looks really interesting. Belius the Gygus from Final Fantasy XII as well. That is also looks freaking awesome. We got Porum. Hey, we got... Too bad we don't have Parum. We would have had a pair. So we got Porum from Final Fantasy IV. And then Asura from Final Fantasy IV. Okay, cool summon. Really, really cool freaking summon. I dig it. I really dig it. So we didn't get no Squall. I'm a little pissed about that, but it is what it is. But now, time to go through the big one. The new, what is it, Opus 3 booster pack. So this one, again, I'm going to try to go as fast as I can, going through all the cards. So we're going to kind of skip over the cards we already have that aren't as interesting. But let's open up these bad boys right here. Let's go through them. We got Semblance of a Gunslinger, which is the mannequin version of Laguna from Final Fantasy VIII, but in Dissidia Duodecim. We got a Blue Mage from Final Fantasy V. So again, it's the sprite version, or I guess of the class for Final Fantasy V. That's really cool. So that kind of looks like Bart's for Final Fantasy V, but he's dressed as a Blue Mage. A new Vivi. This is a cool Vivi from Final Fantasy IX that looks like, again, of the model from the PS1 game. That's pretty dope. Oracle, same thing. Bart's looking like he's in the Oracle class from 5. Ursula. This is cool from Final Fantasy IV. This is a really good card version of her. I dig this. I like this. This is actually really cool. She looks like she's about to go Chun-Li on somebody. It's like, it's time. Cannoneer, again, another version of Bart's as a class. WRO member. This is from Final Fantasy VII, but it looks like it's one from Final Fantasy VII Remake. A WRO member, just another class. Kuja, our boy Kuja. So we got the freaking effeminate looking, makes everybody go nuts over freaking Kuja. And this is a different version of Kuja. This isn't Dissidia Final Fantasy. LOV. I'm trying to remember what LOV is. I don't think it's any of the games that are like similar to what is it, the Therethum games or anything of the sort. I know it's a spin-off game that's kind of like a compilation of like all the different characters from many different games. But this looks dope. This looks very, very cool. So we got a cool holographic Kuja. We got Skarmoline or Skarmoleon or something like that, but the Archfiend from Final Fantasy IV. But again, same thing, the LOV version of it, which looks pretty cool. And then we got our boy Sephiroth. There we go. Boom. We got the title character right there. Look at him. Look at him. He looks phenomenal, son. We got our Sephiroth, a Dissidia Final Fantasy version. This looks like it's from Dissidia NT. Straight up, so clearly with the new starter packs or the new booster packs, this is going to be including Dissidia NT versions of the characters, which is very cool. We got Cognasov, one of the Archfiends, again, another LOV version of it, which is very, very cool. And then we also got Exodus, the Judge Sal. So this is cool. This is from 12. That's very, very, again, cool looking card. But I'm pleased, unlike in the other booster packs, we actually got the title character, or at least the cover character. That's very cool. I dig it. I really, 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 really dig it. So let's go now to the next booster pack. Again, we're going to start going a lot faster now. Got Sky Pirate Replica, which is, again, of Van from Final Fantasy XII, but in mannequin form from Dissidia. We've got a Black Mage from 5. We got a Cannoneer from 5. We got an Ephemeral Summoner, which is Yuna in mannequin form from Dissidia Duodecim. That looks pretty cool. Thief. We got Kazusa. Kazusa from Type 0. Okay, I remember Kazusa. Again, it's cool that he's got the kind of vermilion icon in the background. That actually looks pretty cool. We got Quina. Or Quina. Again, another version of Quina, unlike the other one that we had before, but this one looks a little bit more basic. Check out Ferris from Final Fantasy V. This is a cool looking Ferris. It's holographic. It's got the original artwork of 5, again from Tetsuya Nomura. Or not Tetsuya, yeah, no, it's Sakaguchi or Tetsuya Nomura that actually did the artwork for this. It was really cool. Another version of Auresia from Type 0, but like more like the illustration version of her, which is very good. A new version of Ifrit. This is the Type 0 Ifrit. Okay, I remember this. This looks like it's pulled from one of the cutscenes. This is very, very cool as well. Izayoi or Izayoi from Final Fantasy IV. I can't pronounce these names. And then Brandelis from World of Final. Oh, this is the main bad guy from World of Final Fantasy. So again, another World of Final Fantasy character. He looks a little bit like Garland, or looks a little bit like Chaos, but that's how he's supposed to be. I guess it's a design choice. But that's pretty cool. So let's keep going. We're starting to get more different characters included in the sets, or different versions of characters that we've had before. So we got another class, a Summoner. We got a Bard. We got Luca from Final Fantasy IV. Look at Luca, looking good, looking classy, looking clean. We got a Ninja from Final Fantasy V, a Dancer from Final Fantasy V, a Berserker, a Mystic Knight, and check out this holofoil Zidane. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This is a classy Zidane. Look at that. Holofoil. It looks like the original PS1 kind of rendition of him. Very, very freaking cool. Then we got a Windrake from Final Fantasy V. I'm guessing that's just, again, a monster character from Final Fantasy V. We got Yang from 4. There we go. This is classic Yang. This is classy Yang. Look at that. And then we got Porum. There we go. So we got Param and Porum now. So there we go. We got both characters from Final Fantasy IV. But we got a much more better version of Porum, which looks a lot better in my opinion. And we got Kelger from Final Fantasy V. Very, very freaking cool. Looks awesome. Looks dope. But that's a good one. That's Zidane, though. Look at that. Zidane. Zidane. Whatever. He looks cool. He's got a cool holofoil card. I dig it. I really, really dig it. So, next booster pack. We're getting closer. I know, again, apologize for the video for going long, but we're going through all these cards just to check them out. We got a Ranger. We got Freya from Final Fantasy IX. That's pretty cool. Black Waltz 3. Look at this. Black Waltz. That's interesting. This is from 9. It's like, that's like Vivi on steroids. Looks like Epic Vivi. It's like a Gurren Lagann version of Vivi. We got another Mog that we've had from before. We got a DGS Trooper First Class from Final Fantasy VII. And again, this looks like a Final Fantasy VII remake version of this character. That's pretty cool. We got Leonora from Final Fantasy IV. Again, artwork version. Finally, we got a Cloud. This is a Crisis Core Cloud. This is from during Zack's time, or Zack's story. But this is a Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII version of Cloud, where he's in the soldier uniform. Before he got to the soldier first class uniform, this is the one that he had beforehand, that you see him the first time in that game. Pretty cool. We finally got Cloud. And we got Zack. Boom, son. So we got both Crisis Core versions of these characters. So, Zack, soldier first class. Look at that crazy looking holofoil. That looks like it's pulled from the cover art of the game. That looks really, really cool. I dig it. I like this. Very cool version of that card. Another version of Shiva, but this is from Dissidia Final Fantasy, so I'm guessing Dissidia NT version of Shiva. What I could tell from the model, it reminds me of that when I played the game back at E3. Angela Penance. So this is Final Fantasy VII. Very cool. I dig it. Oh, wait, no. Angela Penance. Oh, this is freaking Angeal. Yeah, this is Angeal. I pronounce it Angela. Angeal Penance. This is one of the boss versions of Angeal that you fight in Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that they would have that. And then King from Type 0. And we got a duplicate Zack. So we got 2 Zacks. We got a foil version of Zack, and we got a regular version of Zack. So that's pretty freaking cool. So 2 versions. We got the holofoil version, I think, is obviously much more kick-ass, but this one's still cool. Again, it's the cover art of Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. Very cool booster pack. Next one, it's time. Let's go after him, son. The Horror of Antiquity. This is the Final Fantasy XI character, I believe, or the Final Fantasy XIV character in Dissidia Final Fantasy, or Dissidia Duodecim. We got another semblance, the Laguna mannequin. We got Emina, or Emina, yeah, or Emina. Emina, or again, I can't pronounce it, but she's from Type 0. Again, you can see the Vermilion banner in the background. Oracle, Summoner, Izana from Type 0. Okay, I remember Izana. He's the one that, again, some stuff happens in the beginning of the game that he's involved with that you guys see when you first start the game, but not going to spoil it here for you. Harley from Final Fantasy IV. Again, the artwork there. We got another Cognaso, but this is a different version of it. This one is actually holofoil, and it's an LOV version of it. That's really, really freaking cool. Again, we're getting some duplicates, but some of the duplicates are actually pretty awesome. We got Tsukinoa from Final Fantasy IV, a ninja, the ninja Tsukinoa. Masked Woman from World of Final Fantasy. Yeah, again, another World of Final Fantasy character. I remember playing the game not too long ago. It was pretty cool. Another Shiva, duplicate of Shiva. And then we got, Sildra from Final Fantasy V. Again, another summon that you get from that game. Very cool. Dig in the holofoils. The holofoils look pretty damn awesome this far. We're getting down to the wire here with these booster packs, son. It's almost time. It's almost wrapped up. It's almost over. So here we go. We got a Blue Mage. We got a Vivi, another Vivi. We got another Ursula. We got a Cannoneer, Artemisian, a Moogle from Final Fantasy IX. Look at him. He's looking at you like, come on, son. Like, how come you gotta give me the most whack-looking card right now? More awesome than this. But here we go. I see the foil already. A Gladiator from Final Fantasy V. Queen again. And then Summoner, a holofoil Summoner of Final Fantasy V. That's actually kind of cool. Again, it's a chibi. Not as cool as the other ones that we had. Angeal, we got Angeal from Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. There you go. Again, they're only marking it as Final Fantasy VII, but they're not marking it as CC Final Fantasy VII. So you obviously, again, if you played the game, you would know it's from Crisis Core. Black Waltz from 9, Tsukinoa, and then, ooh, a cool-looking version of Garland. This is the Dissidia NT version of Garland. Look at that awesome artwork, or at least that awesome screenshot. His mask, you can't really make out his eyes, but again, just from the way that he's positioned. But again, very cool looking for Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. I dig it. So we got 2 more packs. We're going to the penultimate pack here. Still no Squall. I still haven't gotten my Squall yet, man. I want a Squall. So we got a Skypire replica, we got a Black Mage, we got an Ephemeral Summoner, we got an Imaginary Brawler, a mannequin version of Tifa. So we're starting to get more mannequins. Deep Ground Soldier. Yuffie, look at this. Check this out. This looks like a Final Fantasy VII remake version of Yuffie, or or I don't think this is the one that's from what is it? Not Crisis Core, Advent Children. I don't think this is the Advent Children one. I think this is a Final Fantasy VII remake version of Yuffie, to be totally honest with you. But here we go, and I can already see the holofoil. Pelennor, which is from World of Final Fantasy. I remember Pelennor, again, one of the other antagonists. And then Black Waltz, a hollow version of Black Waltz, which still looks pretty freaking cool, not gonna lie. The Girl Who Forgot Her Name, which is also from World of Final Fantasy, another character that you come into contact with. Shulk from Final Fantasy VII. So I think this is another one of those, Final Fantasy VII versions where it's from Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, interesting. Very, very interesting. The Cacho Queen, which is from World of Final Fantasy. She's the one that cries all the time. That the Cacho, that she's constantly, all sad and stuff. Check this out. Freelancer Bartz, but like an awesome original artwork edition of Bartz. That is very freaking cool. Again, I wish you guys could see a little better because of the freaking, the focus, but it's a very cool looking artworked version of Bartz. So, still a cool booster pack, but here's the final booster pack of the Opus 3 for the Final Fantasy trading card game. Coming to a close for this unboxing. Again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this thus far. Again, I apologize for it being so long, but we had a lot of cards, a lot of booster packs to get through, but let's go. Segwarderis, or how do you pronounce it? Segwarderis, but he's from World of Final Fantasy. He's one of the main bad guys, or one of the antagonists from World of Final Fantasy. That's pretty cool. We got a Cannoneer, we got a Red Mage, we got an Oracle, Black Mage, we got Cater from Type 0, very cool looking Cater right there. Pretty awesome. Dragoon, a Knight holofoil, which is interesting. We got Enuo from Final Fantasy V. We also got Gecko. And then we got Aiko from Final Fantasy IX. Look at Aiko right there. She actually looks pretty cool. Then we got another Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. So we got at least like maybe 2 to 3 versions of Zidane just in general in all these booster packs and all these cards that I've unboxed thus far. So there you have it, guys. That's all the boosters that we've opened. That's all I got for right now. Again, big shout outs to Square Enix for sending me all these booster packs and the starter decks that I got over here for the Final Fantasy trading card game. If you guys are curious about it as far as like the way that the cards look and stuff, hopefully you guys got a good idea of what the cards actually look like. Hopefully you guys got a kick out of seeing some of these actual booster packs again. I think it's pretty cool. I'm actually going to explore the rule sets of the game. I don't know if I would really play like super hardcore, but I'm definitely going to check it out, with probably one of my friends and actually really explore what this game has to offer. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the Koalition's YouTube channel for all our videos related to gaming reviews, other unboxings that I've done. Make sure you guys check out the unboxings of the starter packs that I actually did, as well as all the other unboxings and impressions videos that I did for the collector's edition of Tekken 7. I've done some stuff on the Astro Gaming wireless headset, as well as also Turtle Beach headsets, and a whole bunch of other cool things that you guys are definitely going to enjoy. With that being said, I will talk to all of you again real soon. Peace out, stay epic, everybody.